Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I wanted to talk about the link between anorexia and OCD. So this is something I've learned through having anorexia and OCD, love and life, and throughout other people who have suffered similar kind of situations. So if you have had anorexia or you know about anorexia, it's very numbers based and ritual based. It's very much about keeping the same, so keeping the same calories, keeping the same, if you weigh your food, keeping the same weight, and ritual-wise, doing, and number-wise, exercises, getting to a certain amount, doing this exactly the same thing at the same time. So yeah, that pretty much describes parts of anorexia, and I've learned it's so similar to OCD. OCD is so, there's so many different forms of anorexia, of OCD, and so many, it's a massive minefield. But again, it's very numbers based. It's very touching the same thing, the same time, the same amount of times, in the same place, ritual based. Extreme, that's what it is really, ritual based, obsessive thoughts, getting anxious if you don't do it, which is the same with anorexia. If you don't do the exercises, you'll get anxious, or you eat more calories, you'll get anxious. They're so similar, and I do believe when I was younger I had OCD, but it was very mild. I think a lot of people say kids have quirks or little things they do. Mine was like shutting toilet lids. I was afraid that like things would come out. And then I kind of grew out of it. And then I fell into the trap of anorexia a good few years later. Recovered from that. Then fell into the trap of OCD again, but a completely more serious form of it. So I reckon I was possibly, I as a person, as a personality, I'm susceptible to mental illness and possibly obsessive behaviours. Not in normal life, but within the abnormal life of mental illness. So yeah, sometimes anorexia can get mistaken, OCD can get mistaken for anorexia. Sometimes they can be both. Someone can have anorexia and OCD, but I had this thing with food, and I couldn't have different colours. I couldn't have too many of one colour in a day. I couldn't have broccoli, lunch and dinner. I had so many clashes, and I didn't know what it was. I generally thought I was going nuts, and I lost lots of weight through it because it was just easier not to eat, because there were so many clashes. The less I ate, the less clashes there would be. And on the outside, it looked like an eating disorder. And because I previously had one, that's what it looks like. But it wasn't. It was OCD driving it. This is a bit confusing now, but and I was so relieved to know that it was a form of OCD. Because sometimes with OCD, if you haven't got the typical cleaning, touching numbers, if it's completely different, so many different forms, you think you're going nuts. And then when you actually realise, okay, you've got a form of OCD, it's a relief, and then you know and you can work on it. So I just thought I'd touch upon it because I thought it was interesting, and I thought it's really eye-opening how diverse mental illness can be and how they can be very entwined in each other. So I'll leave it there for your thoughts to digest. Let me know what you think. Again, take what I say. I'm not a professional, I'm not a GP, so take what I say with a pinch of salt. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Bye!